Hi, my name is Chris, and today we have the Oculus Quest 128 gig version. Now, I've tried virtual reality before, but the wires always detracted from the experience. The main selling point of the Quest is that it's supposed to be wireless. All the games are all internally stored. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to unbox it today, test it out for a few days, try out a few games, and then the second part of this video will be the review. Timestamps are in the description below if you want to jump around, so let's get started. Honestly, when I first got this, it was in a pretty small box. I wasn't even sure it was the Quest. I had ordered Tide to Go pods a couple days earlier, so I thought this was what it was. Quite to my surprise, this is what I got. Now, let's pop this open. All right, here we have the headset. It's actually super light. I feel like it's barely 2 pounds, which is gonna feel great on your head. They have this nice protective cover so you don't get the lens dirty. I'll peel these off later. Actually, no, I'll peel these off right now. Oh, that feels good. There we go. And I'm gonna try this out in a bit. All right, here we have the controllers. Also really light. They feel good in your hand. These aren't rechargeable. You have to put a AA battery into each one. And I'm guessing these are the wrist straps, but they feel really nice in your hand. All right, now we have this box over here. Inside, you got a charger. This looks like a spacer for your glasses, so you actually put this in your headset to give a bit of extra room so that you can have your glasses on while you use a virtual reality headset. Cable, and I'm guessing these are the instructions, as well as 2 AA batteries. Okay, it's been more than a few days, about 3 weeks actually. You can tell because my hair is a little bit longer now, so let's get started. Setup was extremely simple. You have to download the app, watch a quick video, and then you're pretty much set to go. I'd say it took about 5 minutes, and once you put the headset on and get it adjusted, it just kind of blows you away. You know the excitement you get when you get a Game Boy as a kid and put in Pokemon for the first time? That's kind of how I felt for this. Now, let's talk about the headset. What's great about the Quest is that there's no PC, no wires involved. It's an all-in-one headset. You can bring this with you outside, to a friend's place, to work. There's no tether, which is great. In order to keep you safe though, the Oculus has a guardian system in place. These 4 cameras here, they track your surrounding environment and they let you draw a guardian boundary in VR. If you approach the boundary, the Oculus Quest will throw up a red warning grid to let you know. The Quest's 2 OLED screens display crisp 1440 by 1600 resolution that looks really nice, but if you stare at anything for too long in VR, you can start to see the grainy texture of the objects. Also, there's positional audio speakers directly built into the headset, which sound pretty decent. I'd say it's equivalent to a laptop quality speaker like a MacBook. The convenience of not having to put on headphones is a plus to me, and if you want, you could plug in your own set into one of these 2 aux jacks right here, and it actually does make the experience much more immersive. A couple quick things I want to note. Adjusting the headset, super simple. You pull on these straps right here. There's 1, 2, and 3. In my experience, the tighter and higher up the fit, the clearer the image is. You can adjust the lens spacing using this dial down here, which I found to actually help make the focus a little bit better. Volume adjust right here, USB-C charging, and power button. Lastly, battery life, about 2 to 3 hours on a single charge depending on what game you're playing. Now, onto the controllers. I really like the feel of these. It's the right weight distribution and it fits really well into your hand. There are also sensors on these buttons, so the controller can tell when your fingers are either resting on the button or off it entirely. See here? Thumb on, thumb off, and then press. I thought that was a really cool feature. The controllers are pretty intuitive and are extremely responsive. We've come a long way since the Wii controllers a decade ago. The only downside to these is that you aren't able to recharge them, so you have to replace the AA batteries after about 15 hours of use. Okay, let's talk games. I made 3 purchases on the Quest: Beatsaber, Robo Recall, and Richie's playing experience. Beatsaber, by far the best purchase on the Quest. At 30 bucks, it's basically DDR for your hands where you slash different blocks of light. First off, great exercise. On days when I was too lazy to go for a run, I played 30 minutes of Beatsaber and work up a sweat. It's a great party game for when friends come over because you can cast it to your screen and everyone can watch. My family loves this game and we've easily spent over 10 hours playing this, trying to one-up each other's high score. One recommendation I would make though is to custom mod Beatsaber so you can download extra songs like this one. Second on the list, Robo Recall. This first-person shooter has you dual-wielding pistols, shotguns, and energy rifles, basically shooting at robots that went crazy. You can slow down time, teleport behind them, and even pull them apart. It's a blast, and I'd recommend it to anyone, but I'd say it's less of a family game. At $30, it was well worth it for me. Last up, Richie's playing experience. At $15, this was not worth it. It's cool initially because for a second you feel like you're walking on a plank over a high skyscraper, but after you check it out, there's really not much replayability. There's some side games involved, but I got maybe 5 minutes of enjoyment in total. Now, I have to note that there are some VR games that Quest cannot support. For example, Half-Life Alyx, which requires a gaming computer to process. You can connect your Quest using Oculus Link to your computer with a supported USB-C cable, but then you're basically plugged in and you lose the freedom of being untethered. One other thing, horror games in VR are absolutely terrifying. You can purchase them off the store, or you can just search VR horror on YouTube. It's extremely immersive and will have you reaching to take your headset off. I would definitely recommend it, but it is pretty scary. Check out this clip of my friend playing a VR horror YouTube video.
Okay, there's something in that corner.
Oh my.
So, after 3 weeks, how would I rate this? Solid 9 out of 10. Major points for its portability and ease of use. I love the fact that it's completely wireless and the displays are beautiful. The controllers are intuitive and sensitive, but one big downside is that they aren't rechargeable. The games that are available are fun, and even though only one person can play at a time, I found my family and friends do enjoy watching when it's cast. A small downside though is that some titles can only be played when your computer is connected to your Quest. Also, speakers are only mediocre at best. At the $500 price point, it was quite expensive, but still worth it. I'd recommend this to anyone who's on the fence about whether or not to purchase one. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you for the next one.